In2Vision highlights 3 strong words and principles in their practice with their program. They are communication, flexibility, and consistency. Charlie Lopez joins us today, director of the program. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Tell me a little bit about your program and why these 3 words are the fundamentals of your program.
Right, so the company is called In2Vision Programs. We're a social service agency that works strictly with the San Gabriel-Pomona Regional Center. So what we do is we focus on a couple of programs, one of them being Tailored Day Services. Tailored Day Services is a program that's designed for individuals that are adults over 18 and are ready to look for work, but they lack certain skills and need support outside of their normal setting. So that's what we do. We train instructors to work with them one-on-one out in the community, developing those skills. Whether it's creating a volunteer site, opening up more opportunities for them to get employment, helping them write resumes, create applications, and attend interviews.
So tell me what kind of work they will get involved in.
It's completely independent. I mean, Tailored Day Services, the name tailored is all it's about. So it depends on what they want. We have some that are in communications, some that want to work in the restaurant business, some of them want to own their own businesses. So we create a tailored program for them.
So tell me about one of the students who wants to start his own business and some of the successes you've had in that.
Well, we actually have a good relationship with San Gabriel-Pomona Regional Center, and we were offered an opportunity to create a custom cafe bar, where the individual will take a mobile cafe into the regional center, sell coffee, sell donuts, and manage his own finances through that program. And so we're working on that. That's one of the really big target that we're trying to get to.
And he's having some success then?
Yeah, so far. He's still working on just getting his inventory and getting his structure. Our individuals have developmental disabilities, so they have certain challenges. They're not used to a regular schedule Monday through Friday, so we really have to be flexible with them in creating a schedule for them.
Tell me about someone who may need more support than the student you just described.
Right, and so we have a different range of individuals. Some of our individuals are nonverbal, some of them use a wheelchair, so some of them it's a little bit more difficult to get around. So for those individuals, we do take the pace of the program a little bit slower. Usually we want to target them for 6 to 18 months to get employment. Some of them can get the employment the next day, some it might take 3 years. So each individual, again, has a tailored program custom to them.
And everyone should have an individualized plan, right?
Right, and that's the goal, and with every consumer that we have, we do free assessments. All of it's free. The Regional Center funds all of the programs. We also provide transportation, because that's usually the biggest hurdle is how do you get to your job? Right. So starting that process, we provide them transportation to get to the job, but then we also provide mobility training where we teach them how to take the bus. Uber is big now, Lyft is big now, so we teach them all those other outside resources and use other community programs to support them as well.
So does Uber have like a chairlift type of
Not yet, but we do have access services that also supports them, that does have that option. But again, it's all depending on the client.
You'll help get them registered into those programs to find transportation.
Find support.
Do some of the students need an assistant with them to
transport? They have a one-on-one instructor the entire time, and that's the great thing is that some programs are 3 to 1, 4 to 1, where they have multiple people in the program.
I see.
With ours, it's all one-on-one, so you'll never have an additional person with them to kind of slow services down.
Charlie, how could somebody get a hold of you to start the program if they're interested?
Our website is www.in2vision.org, in2vision.org. But all of our services are through the regional center, so they have to be a regional center client first. They get identified by the regional center, and then they get referred to us, and then we take over from there.
So they're more than 18.
Over 18, yeah.
And the families are pretty broadly based within the community then.
As long as they belong to the San Gabriel-Pomona Regional Center and catchment area, which goes from Pasadena all the way to Pomona. And if they identify a need to want to look for employment, then that's where we kick in.
That is great. Thank you, Charlie, so much for the work that you do and for being on the show today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's it for our show today. We had wonderful guests for our special program on disabilities. We had Janet Heitzman with the Resource Center for Independent Living or Life, and Tina Kingsburg from Ritz Vocational Employment. We also had Elena Sanchez with our Parents Place Family Resources and Empowerment Center. And of course we had Charlie Lopez with In2Vision. Thank you so much for joining us, and you can see us on KVMD on Saturday mornings at 6 and Sunday mornings at 5. You can also reach out to us and see us on our Facebook page, CCN Sunrise. You can also reach out and email us or text us on, or maybe you can't text us, but you can definitely email us at info@crowncitynews.com. Thank you so much for joining us, and we really appreciate you joining us for our special disability program today. I'm so glad you're here, and thanks so much for the work that you do too. Yeah. So how long have you been with the program?
I've been with In2Vision for about 6 years now, and it's rapidly growing. You know, our size is increasing every single day. We've actually expanded to 30 different offices now. We have one in Whittier and one in Los Angeles. So we're looking at there's 21 regional centers in California, so our goal eventually is to reach out to all of those.
Did they close a couple of the regional centers?
They closed developmental centers.
What's the difference?
Well, back in the 60s and 70s when programs first started, they really didn't know how to deal with individuals with developmental disabilities. So a lot of the culture was to kind of hide them. And what they did is they sent them to these developmental centers, and they kind of would stay there and out of the public eye and just kind of keep them social but still living an active life. Well, the state of California said, you know, we got to get these people out. We got to get them out to be more functional in the communities. We need to get them jobs, and that's where programs like mine started to come out. And so now all those people that were living in developmental centers are out in the community. They're getting apartments. You got programs that are helping them, you know, get housing. And the big thing right now with the state of California is employment. Everybody needs to get a job.
Right.
So that's why our program, like our Tele Day services, it's just blooming.
Yeah, I have a family I grew up with, and 3 kids in the family, 2 boys and a girl, and the daughter is mentally handicapped, physically and mentally handicapped. And they always tease because she's in one of these great programs and she's working every day and they're self-employed, and they're like, oh, because he's the only one that's gainfully employed in our family. But just really great, important work. What's your educational background?
Actually, I was a music major.
Really?
Originally, yeah. But I've always had a hand in helping people. I worked for 10 years for LAUSD as like an after-school mentor. And then that's when I transferred over to developmental services. So I've always had a hand in just helping people.
Heard of a program called